You know, the Bible says in the book of Proverbs 14:34 that righteousness exalts a nation. That has a lot to say when we talk about how to raise your parents. Because if righteousness exalts a nation, then it can also exalt your parents. And that word exalt means to raise up. So if you're righteous and right with God and doing the right things for God, you're going to raise your parents. Now I want to give you some clues on how to raise your parents right. Number one, pray for your parents. Some of you have parents that maybe do things that get you upset. Maybe even they abuse you or do things that aren't right, really. And you wonder, what should I do? Should I just get bitter, get mad? Should I tell them the way I think? Listen, the Bible says to pray for those that despitefully use you. Bless those who curse you. So extend the love of God through prayer for your parents, and you'll see God change their life. Also, the second thing, use wisdom and be wise in your decisions. Don't just make decisions that are based on your feelings or based on the spur of the moment. Always think about what you're doing. A wise son, it says in Proverbs, makes his father glad. You'll have a joyful, happy home if you're wise and smart in the decisions you make. And then, thirdly, love correction. Proverbs 15:10 says, if you hate reproof, you'll die. You will suffer destruction and eventually death, both spiritual and natural, if you hate reproof. Love correction. Don't be afraid when someone tells you what to do, especially your parents, because the Bible says, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. And God will give you a long life and a good life if you'll do that. So those are some important tips to remember on how to raise your parents.